Hey y'all, I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of controversy, hate for this video, but I usually, before I say any of my opinions or comments, I like to educate myself, read about things, kind of read things firsthand. And with this message, I guess it's been about a week now that I've kind of been, I guess you could say, calling it as I see it, about this Pokemon possessive behavior that's going around right now. And I remember, I grew up a Christian. I grew up in Baptist church. I went to church with my grandmother, Methodist churches, Pentecostals. She played the organ, and she never really. She was always against, you know, demons and the devil and wizards and magic, and just that alone is enough for anybody to say no. And before you download or have downloaded this game along with other millions of people, that there had to have been some sort of message that, or a question that something that you've heard, at least some sort of truth. And right now in our country and in this world, I feel like we're at a crossroads to make a decision. And I know that when I was younger, we used to pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States, one nation under God. And to me, if you're playing this Pokemon mess, you're a hypocrite. You are engaging in wizards and potions and magic, and you're fighting. And I've read it for myself. I have been attacked because I refuse to participate. I've put signs up at my business. I don't want kids, adults in my shop chasing this nonsense, while you could be doing so much. There's no excuse for exercise. There's no excuse for getting people together. People have been getting together since the beginning of times. And it kind of makes me also a hypocrite, because here I am recording this on a forbidden piece of fruit called an Apple phone. And I think about that a lot, and it's a shift, because when the app Periscope came out, it really freaked me out. Even Facebook Live is sort of is the same thing as Periscope, where it's a form of voyeurism, and people can see you, but you can't see who's watching you. And the same thing is with this Pokemon game. I mean, why would somebody need to have access to obtain all of your rights and your child's rights? Why would somebody need access to all that anyway? If somebody told you, hey, John, there's a free box of food at the Walmart, or there's a free car at the dealership, are you really going to go get it? Because is it really going to be free? And to me, it's dangerous. I've done a lot of research on ley lines, and I've actually seen from a friend's phone the Pokemon app, and it calls for these portals, which just the word portal and the word lure and bait, and all of these places that have already been developed a few years ago by the game Ingress. I mean, whose game are we playing here? I mean, who's actually watching on the other phone as you do all of this with your phone, and suddenly you're chasing a creature that goes off of your phone and revealing the inside of your home and your car and your kids, even in the bathtub. I've seen videos of kids chasing these demons, and I call them demons because there is only one God. You can be Muslim, you know, there still is only one God. And if you, and I by no means am I claiming to be perfect, um, but if you are participating in these activities of Pokemon, especially to the with the technology right now that has been combined, it's dangerous. And you know, I read something about spying, and China. I think I read that China has refused to allow this game because, you know, for example, I've read on my own threads that the chemical plants have issued security warnings for people lurking about. So, say there were all of these portals, um, how easy would it be to tell where military bases are, and why are soldiers? There should be a law against military people playing Pokemon. What is really going on here? Especially knowing that the technology of seeing through your camera and not knowing who is watching, it's just really concerning. And I'm sure I'm gonna get, as usual, I get it anyway for speaking my opinion. I'd like to believe I'm pretty intuitive uh, in this life, but I guess that's my message, and people can choose to listen to spirit that calls us to do good work, or we can deny that and chase demons. I mean, in the 90s, there was a video, Electro, whatever, Pokemon, that caused red and blue flashes that the US Army studied to use as a weapon. So, if that's the case, and 700 Japanese kids had to get treatment for this, who's to say that all of these devices on this stupid Pokemon game, after they've gotten you so highly addicted to gambling and manipulation, who's to say that something like that can't just pop up on your phone when you reach level 80 and you're really addicted? I don't really know what levels, nor do I care what levels, but who's to say that that can't just happen again, as we're a society so consumed in this nonsense and we're so distracted. We really need to wake up. Anyway, that's my message.